Hey everyone, it's Nay from Nay Does Stuff, and I'm back again doing stuff, of course. So today, what I'm actually going to be doing is making some candles because we have Earl Grey tea. I'm making tea scented candles, Earl Grey tea, because um, no one really drinks this. I love the smell, but I don't necessarily like the flavour. So I thought it would be a good idea to see if I could infuse candles with the smell. Full disclosure, I've never done this before, so we're going on an adventure together. I'll show you what I'm doing, and then you can see if it worked for me or not. I did watch, I think, a few videos or looked it up. I don't remember. It's actually been a while. And they said to use oil first to diffuse or seep, I guess, the flavours into. We do have diffuser oils, but I wasn't sure if that was the right one. I do know you shouldn't use olive oil because it is very, very potent. So I did go out and I bought some coconut oil. Why is it called oil? It's a solid. That's a fat. I bought coconut fat, which will melt into an oil. Um, I think that would be a good idea, partly because it's solid at room temperature, which is what I want from the candle anyway. And I don't know if having an oil like canola oil will change the viscosity of the candle, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, but that. I have some wicks. I don't know if they'll work. These are old. I honestly don't even remember how old these are. They are just old, but I don't have any of the weights for them. So I don't know how I'm going to affix them to the bottom of the cups yet, but that's that. And sorry, they're just soaking because they've got stickers on them. I bought these really cute, freaking cute mugs from an op shop just earlier, and I figured this would be a really nice place to make the candle, I guess, and then give it to people as a gift. So I've got 8 of those, and I think that's it. I bought a new pot, new from the op shop as well, just so because I wasn't sure how easy it would be to clean, the wax off. For wax, I've chosen beeswax. I've had this for a few years as well because I was convinced ages ago I was going to get into candle making, and then, yep, didn't. And from memory, beeswax is the best because it doesn't give off, not hydrocarbons, but it doesn't smoke as much, doesn't put as much particles into the air. So I chose beeswax over the other 2. I think there's 2. I don't remember. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I've got that. Got my tea, got my wicks, got my oil, got my mugs, and no weights or stickers or anything. I don't know, keep a blue tacking candles? We'll find out. Anyway, let's get to it. Hey, so finished with the candles. They're all solid now. I've just got one here to test. Um, they do have a scent. It's very subtle. So what I think happened is that with the coconut oil, I had to warm it up, um, and that may or may not have deep fried the tea leaves instead of taking out the flavor. Um, so yes, that was less than ideal. But it's subtle, it's there. And honestly, the coconut oil makes a very delightful addition to that, to the scent. So I'm just gonna light it now, and see if it smells like anything really. Um, yeah, and then I'll give them away to people as like my first attempt, and like, yeah, look at me, I made a candle, and isn't it fantastic? And I don't know, sharing is caring and all that. So yeah, just gonna light it. Sorry about the microphone bumps. Now, some of the candles I did, excuse me, I did put two two wicks in, and some I only had one wick in. Because of the size of it, I wasn't sure if two would be smarter, just to have a more even distribution of the oil. It does mean it won't last as long though, because you're burning it, twice as fast. So yeah, I guess we'll just let that hot cup of tea, ha ha ha, I'm funny. Um, I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, smolder away, and I'll report back if it smells like anything. Otherwise, yeah, you've learnt from my mistakes. I probably actually, that's something I will say before I go. I probably will, instead of trying to get the coconut oil melted, therefore warming it up and like effectively deep frying the tea leaves, like that was just not ideal. It was hard. Okay, I put in at least, I lost count, at least 13 bags of tea because I figured there was eight cups that I wanted to fill up, but I wanted it stronger. So I went up to 10, and I was like, oh, it's not really working. I'll keep going. So I did 13, and yeah, it's not that strong. So I think the deep frying didn't help. What I probably will do in future is to, because I've got more tea, I'll get the tea leaves, I'll put it in a liquid oil, not a fat, so coconut fat because it's solid at room temperature. I'll get a like a canola oil or something neutral, like a vegetable oil, not olive oil, and put it in a jar and just let it sit for a few days at least. And then that way it can just slowly bring out the flavors. I'll put it in the back of the pantry. I'll give it a little swirl every so often. Um, However, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not convinced it is going to work, or maybe I've just done something wrong. Um, because, chemically, oil and water are different, right? Obviously. So that's the whole saying, like oil and water just don't mix. When you make a cup of tea, you pour the water in, and it brings out immediately all of those delightful aromas because they're water soluble. And if they're water soluble, I don't know if that means that they'll be oil soluble, because yeah, there's a thing like soap binds oil and water because it's bipolar. Is that the right word? Anyway, going way back when to my chemistry. Um, but yes, basically chemically, I'm not entirely sure how this will work, but it's really fun to experiment with. I've got a little bit more beeswax left to, um, yeah, experiment with, I guess. Um, and yeah, I'll just keep making candles until I figure something out. Otherwise, no, no. Otherwise I'll no. Ah, otherwise so many times I'll figure something out, or I can just not. It was fun, but boy is it messy. The wax goes everywhere. And to be honest, it's been like 2 days since I actually made these, and they've just been sitting there waiting for some time to film this part. I still haven't cleaned the pot. It made a lot of mess. And I got a little bit of wax in the sink despite my best attempts to keep it out of the sink. And that's still in the sink because I need to scrape it off. I don't want it going down the drain. Fun. It's all fun games. All right, well, I'll let this burn. I don't really smell much. It smells like a candle. It smells like tea. Doesn't smell like Earl Grey tea. Just black tea's coming through. That's quite nice. But no, it's not Earl Grey. It doesn't have the scent I wanted. But it's a candle. Solid candle. Probably will try again. Maybe not with coconut oil this time. Or coconut fat. Or I'll add it in afterwards. Because it does make a nice little addition to it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks so much for watching, coming on this journey with me for my first attempt at making scented candles. And yeah, I might make another video about making more candles when I find the time, if I find the time, if I can be bothered. Yeah. Candle. I don't know what I'm doing. Thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you again next time. See ya.